Hi everybody, welcome to the second video in this series of breathing techniques to help us balance our nervous system. So the previous video was around the three-part yogic breath. I'm going to review that briefly. However, this video is going to be about a breathing technique that we call Ujjayi. Many people may know it as ocean breath, as well as the elongated exhale. So I'm going to explain what those two aspects of the breathing are. In the previous video, I didn't give any instruction about if you breathe through the nose or the mouth because I just wanted you to feel the breath in your torso. If possible today, breathing in and out of the nose. If the nose is congested and it's just not possible to breathe through the nose, you can breathe through the mouth and it's just a small gap between the lips. But if trying to do this is causing a lot of tension, then maybe for now just try breathing through the mouth until you become acquainted with this practice so that it's easier to do. But if possible, breathe through the nose. Okay, so what are our practices? Ujjayi, or ocean breath, that it's more commonly known as, is a breathing technique that helps us to calm the nervous system. It helps us to slow down the breath. Now, there's a very simple way to do this. I'm going to give you a little demonstration. I want you to imagine you've got a mirror in your hand. And I want you to steam up your mirror with a long, slow exhale breath, the out breath. Let me just demonstrate. So you probably heard that sound. And you noticed that I didn't go, it wasn't a quick exhale. It was a slow exhale. So when we do that, we naturally narrow the top of the throat. Rather than lifting the chin up, it's like we drop the chin down slightly. And it just narrows the top of the throat, that sensation when we steam up a mirror. So feel free to join me. We're going to do a round with the mouth open. And then we're going to close the mouth and just do this through the nose. So take an inhale in through the nose. So that's your exhale out of the mouth. So take an inhale again in through the nose and halfway through, close your mouth. So you probably heard a different tone in the sound that was being made when I closed my mouth. So this is ocean breath, and that's what I'm going to call it from now on. What happens is, it's quite amazing. We narrow the space in the throat, so the breath has to move through slower. When we breathe slower, we're telling our nervous system that everything's okay because we're not in an emergency. We're not having to respond. So we might be in a situation where it's quite stressful, but our nervous system only knows that in the way that we physically respond to it. If we change the way we breathe with this ocean breath, for example, by slowing down our breath, we're telling our nervous system everything's okay. So the parasympathetic nervous system has a chance to be more dominant and hopefully come into a place of balance. Maybe you remember I said about the parasympathetic in the last video. Remember, the sympathetic is the fight and flight, the parasympathetic is the rest and repair, and what we want them to do is work in unison with each other. So that is our Ujjayi, our ocean breath. And another thing it does, which is quite amazing, that gentle rasping that you'll feel in the top of your throat, it activates the vagus nerve, which is our main parasympathetic nerve. Parasympathetic, rest and repair. So if you're gently activating this, we're kind of saying to our nervous system, come on, it's okay. Let's have some rest and repair going on. So that was our Ujjayi, our ocean breath. So what about the exhale breath? It's quite amazing that the breath can help control or have some level of control over the nervous system. Our inhale breath stimulates the sympathetic, the fight and flight. The exhale breath stimulates the rest and repair, the parasympathetic. When we're stressed, it's all inhales. Or if we're exercising, for example, it's all inhales. But the exhale, that steaming up a mirror that we just did, that elongated exhale, gives more time for the parasympathetic rest and repair part of the nervous system to come up. So we're going to do a practice of the elongated exhale with the ocean breath, with the Ujjayi breathing. Now, some people will naturally do it on the inhale as well. And if you do, that's great. If you find it hard, you don't have to do it on the inhale. Just inhale naturally. So let me give you an example. I may naturally inhale for a count of 3 seconds, but my exhale is going to be for a count of maybe 5 or 6 seconds or even longer. So right now I might be in this situation. My fight and flight is really going for it. My rest and repair isn't doing anything. But if we do about 5 minutes of this elongated exhale, what we may find is that the rest and repair part of the nervous system starts to come up. And we want to get to that point where they feel balanced. Now, if you struggle sleeping at night, carry on doing your elongated exhales because your rest and repair comes up and you go off to sleep. But we only want to come to here, a place of balance today. That's why we're only going to do it for about 5 minutes. Okay, guys, so I invite you to find this seated position that's comfortable for you. I spoke about this in the last video. If you want to come lying down as we did in the last video, that is not a problem. So the 3-part yogic breath as a reminder. Every time you breathe in through the nose, the belly, the rib cage, the collarbones lift and broaden. And as you exhale, the collarbones, the rib cage, the abdomen draws in. So the inhale, the abdomen, the rib cage, the collarbones expand. And as you exhale, they gently release down. Inhaling, expanding, exhaling, releasing. So now you've got that 3-part breath going on. Let's have a little practice of the Ujjayi with the elongated exhale. So breathing in through the nose, let's unify the breath. So breathing in and breathing out. So everyone take a breath in and practice that ocean breath out. Breathing in through the nose, ocean breath out. Just want you to try that first of all for the next 30 seconds or so. That Ujjayi, that ocean breath on your exhale. Just getting that sensation in the top of the throat. And I'm going to do it as well for the next 15 seconds. Really good, guys. We're now going to add in that elongated exhale. So with that ocean breath, that Ujjayi breathing, we're going to focus on our exhale. So I'm going to do a count. If you can't stay with my count, that's okay. But just try to remember that it's a natural inhale and an elongated exhale. But you comfortably come into the inhale. There's no gasp of the inhale. If you're having to gasp into the inhale, you've gone a bit too long on the exhale. So let's unify our breath again and we'll start off all together. So everyone take a breath in. And everyone take a breath out. So breathing in, 2, 3. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in naturally. Elongated exhale with the Ujjayi ocean breath. A natural inhale. Elongated exhalation with ocean breath. So I want you to carry on doing this now. If your eyes are open, have a soft gaze at one point. If possible, close your eyes. Focus on that sound of the breath in the top of the throat, that ocean breath. And just focus on elongating your exhales. So I'm going to join you. You'll probably hear the sound of my voice as a subtle direction. So carry on with your natural inhale, elongated exhale breath. If at any point your mind wanders and you start thinking about the past or the future, then bring your focus back to the sound, to the sensation in your throat, and the focus of that elongated exhale. Is the abdomen still expanding on the inhale? And on that elongated exhale, is the abdomen gently drawing back in towards your spine? It's a gentle, natural inhale. Elongated exhale as the abdomen draws in. Staying with your own breath. For about another 30 seconds or so. Elongated exhale. Maintaining awareness of that 3-part yogic breath. Maybe place one hand on the abdomen. The inhale, the belly expands. On the exhale, that elongated ocean breath as the abdomen draws in. If your eyes are closed, keep them closed. If you have a soft gaze at one point, maintain that soft gaze. And allow yourself just come back to natural breathing. There's no elongated exhale here. Don't force anything, just breathe naturally. And notice, has the rhythm of your breath naturally changed? Is it slower? Is it calmer? Maybe notice how the sensations in the body have changed. Has there been a release of excess tension anywhere? Is the face softer? Is the jaw released? And the thoughts will always come and go. But what we're using is the breath as the anchor point that we keep coming back to. So every time your mind wanders, maybe it is going to the past or to the future. Come back to that ocean breath, that Ujjayi breath. Come back to that elongated ocean breath. Because that is the present moment. And it's changing how your nervous system is responding to the situation you're in. So I invite you all to take a deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale out of the mouth. One more time, a deep inhale. And a deep exhale. If the eyes are closed, gently flutter the eyelids open. Okay, guys, so that was the traditional name Ujjayi, but we can call it ocean breath because of the sound. It's like the ocean. It's very gentle and subtle. And we've just practiced that elongated exhale, which promotes that parasympathetic rest and repair activity. So if any of you are struggling with sleep, 100% focus on your elongated exhale. And what happens is that parasympathetic activity comes up and it becomes so dominant, you have to fall asleep. Now, in the next video, I'm going to go over another practice because I don't want everybody falling to sleep, especially if it's in the middle of the day and we have work to do and we've got family and friends and all these different things going on. We're going to find a breathing technique that keeps us here in balance because that's what we need and that's what we want. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Again, as always, if you have any questions or comments, please email us at the Ministry of Yoga or the Facebook page. I, Shelley, hopefully you know me by now, teach the yoga for stress, anxiety and PTSD. So if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you get to see the future ones. Thank you very much.